Year 13, there are just over 100 days until your real exam, so this is exactly what you are going to do from today to get the best grades you possibly can. This is exactly what I did from this point in the year, and I got 5 A stars in my A levels. Oh wait, I got 4 A stars and an A star in my APQ, if that piece of information would help you sleep at night. Either way, you're probably going to want to save this video for later. First things first, you need to start practicing under timed conditions on your own. It's not just in-class tests, you need to practice under time conditions at home as an element of your revision. Because it's not just about being able to write an answer in A-level economics, get 12 out of 12. It's about being able to do this in 12 minutes. It's not good enough to be able to do an A-level maths paper and get 4 marks in 4 hours. You need to learn how to do that within the allocated time. Because in the real exam, you're just going to run out of time. You've done the practice, you've done the practice questions, you understand the exam technique. Now it's time to implement it under strict time conditions. When should you start revising? Start revising now. Start revising ASAP. Start with year 12 content and those things that you are not constantly going over in the class. If we stick with A-level maths, for an example, you are constantly using basic integration and basic differentiation. How many times in the past 2 years have you gone over differentiation from first principles? How many times have you done hypothesis testing outside that one lesson in which you covered the binomial hypothesis test? This applies to so many different subjects. You're going to be studying a completely different era of history this term than you were last term. Economics, the way we did it, we did micro and then macro and then micro and then macro. When we were doing macro, we weren't doing micro. English, we're doing different books. I could go on. Start going over things that you're not constantly doing in the class and that you're not currently doing in the class. Next up, it's time to start using those revision resources every single day. So if you've not made flashcards yet, or revision sheets, or posters, or whatever it is that you prefer, it's time to do so. However, if you have been making flashcards all along, it's time to start using them, because it's all well and good having an Anki deck of 200 flashcards, but if you're not using them, what was the point? Making that an element of your daily routine. So maybe you're doing flashcards while you're on the bus, maybe you're doing them while you're brushing your teeth, or just before you go to bed, or whatever you prefer. I would personally do them on my commute to and from sixth form. Use your free periods at sixth form, not only because you need to revise, but because when you are at sixth form, you have your teachers at your disposal. Let's say you are revising an essay subject and you've written an answer out and you don't know how it would score, go and give it to your teachers. As annoying as that may sound, they will be happy that you are putting in extra work and they are going to be very likely to mark it. Go and ask them questions if you don't understand something in, say, physics. Ask them to go over it and explain. If you have any questions, be sure to leave them in the comments and make sure you follow if you want to see daily A-level tips.